Okay guys, this is kind of an unboxing, I would say. The first video I did, it kind of didn't come out right, so I just kind of laid out everything. This is everything that comes in it. Obviously this isn't stock since I kind of made some changes to it, but we'll get back to that later. So it comes with 4 extra prop ducts, and they were originally in like so. It also comes with a buzzer, screwdriver, and this is a U.F.L adapter extension. Since to access the flight controller, the USB is located right here. It's gonna be hard to put the USB cable there, so they give you this adapter. Very nice. This is the receiver harness, or the plug for it. This comes with 2. One is specific for the RXSR. The version I got comes with the RXSR, so extra, I guess. Comes with 2 straps. One is installed on it. They give you another one. Prop direction. Since this is a pusher, it's gonna be out and then in, I guess. So when you put the props on, remember to follow this. The best way to do it is orient it the same way. Camera forward, camera forward. Look at the props, how it has that point. Just line it up. Point, point, point going that way, point going that way. Now what I would do is lay the props out per this direction, kind of place the drone on top. Each one kind of hold it, push it down. Same thing, so that you don't reverse the rotation. And this is the RXSR manual. Came with an extra antenna holder, so this holds both antennas. This was installed right on the back right here, and basically the original 5.8 gigahertz antenna goes right in here, and the 2 smaller holes are for your receiver antenna. I replaced it with the Foxeer Lollipop 3. The reception is a lot better. With the original, just kind of going down the street. Now, obviously, I live in the city, so there's a few homes, Wi-Fi probably everywhere, trees, but just going down the street, it would break up pretty bad. And the street with the original, I replaced it. And I mean, you get this little static, but at least you can see. So seeing is important. Put this back in here. Comes with 2, so one's a longer one. These are rubber grommets, dampeners, and they're extra. It goes between all the boards in the center. And 2 screws in different lengths, replacements. And there's the Mamba 4-in-1 AIO wiring diagram. This is the frame instructions, I guess, to how to put it together. Basically the diagram exploded view. And that's about it. And basically all of this. And basically all of this it all fits in this. So I'll kind of do a reverse unboxing. sketchy here. Everything goes in. The zipper sits nice when it pops open. Whatever. Nothing comes out. Obviously, I don't think this guy's gonna fit, but I'm just gonna push it down. Basically, what's in with this top zippered. These are the specs. And the case is very nice, I would say. Zippers up, you can put your, what I do is I take this out. Since these ducks are pretty strong, I don't think they're gonna really break. So this guy just fits in here. And it closes up. Nor do I really carry this stuff since I don't need to. Goes on the sleeve. Zips up nicely. Now, kind of go quickly into the little changes I made. So I got a bigger battery strap. The reason being is the original one, they're both the same size. It's meant for a smaller 3-cell battery. And the 3-cell batteries I use are these. They're nice. They're the DIATONE. I'm sorry, I butchered that for sure. But I call them GN3 or GMB. They sometimes refer to them as GMB. And these are very nice batteries. They're hardy. I've ran them so far, probably like 30 charges. Still really good. But the original ones are, original strap will fit more of a battery like this size. This is a 450 Tattoo 2S. But the flight times on this is like maybe a little over 2 minutes. Flight times on this about 5 minutes, a little over 5 minutes, I guess. I mean, you can go like maybe 3 if you're just kind of cruising around. So quickly, the changes I made. Originally, this power, the battery plug, will come out on the back. I didn't like that because even with the 2S, I mean, obviously, if you use, if you put the like a 360 cam or something up here and ran the battery this way, this would be not good, and you would run it here, since But I don't run that, so I tend to run the battery this way, whatever. But if that plug, if the plug is coming out right here, and the battery's sitting right here, it's pinching in any hard crash. This is graphite. I did bevel this down. That's another thing you should do. If you don't have a Dremel or any kind of rotary tool, you should, Dremel these things down for sure. But yeah, I just took these 8 screws off. There's 2 on each corner or side, I would say. And then just move the wire over, make it come out of this little hole, put everything back in. Another thing I did was I changed the original antenna. I changed it to this Foxeer Lollipop 3. Yeah, the reception a lot better. To one little, I don't know, something I ran into was the board. So to do this, the easiest way is to take off all the top, so you might as well do it when if you do this or when at the same time or whatever. But yeah, you're gonna have to take off the 8 screws again. You want to take off so if you buy the kit with the RXSR receiver, it's connected by 3 nuts, 1, 2, and 3 right there. You're gonna unscrew those. Just be careful, wire right here. and unplug it, just remember the ground is that way. It's also labeled on the actual board, so you know you can take that off, put it to the side, or you can just move it down if you don't want to unplug it. And then there's another screw, another nut, sorry, right here. And so you take that one off, and then the VTX and the actual AIO all in one flight control. You can see right here, Mamba F4 AIO. Those you can actually take off. So you just need to take the VTX off, pull it off, and that's what this antenna is connected to. Well, and then you're gonna want to carefully take that antenna off. Let me just pull out the original one. Here it is. So it's going to be on the board, on the plug. What I used was something like this. Make sure you don't damage anything on the board. So if you go on from this angle, there's nothing really there. And I pretty much just put it right on the bottom of here. And just pry it open a little, and just slowly it'll come in and it'll just pop right off. And then I put this one on, but one thing I ran into, the hole, the center hole of these two was, I don't know if you can see it, but the original one's a little larger. And so, I tried, prior to realizing this, I tried to put it in, but, never use too much force. And then I kind of looked at it. So what I did was, you just get a simple push pin, one of these little push pins, and just gently place it right in the center and just push down on it a little bit. And that kind of opened it up a little and it snapped right in. Another thing you want to be careful about is, if you look, there's an outside ring of this connector. It's very thin metal. It bends easily. Same thing on the board itself, the other part of the connector. And so on the antenna side of the connector, the outer ring will go on top of or over the connector that is connected to the VTX. And the pin is connected to the VTX, and then there's a hole in here. So when you put the new antenna in, just be careful that the outside ring goes inside the connector part, so you don't damage it, because it will bend if you force it. And once you get everything in, you always want to get some zip ties. This Diatone kit comes with, well, I got 5. Here's 4. I used 1. Zip tie it to something secure. I zip tied it to the top plate. And the reason being is, if you crash, this little antenna takes an impact and it pulls. You don't want the connector to rip off the actual VTX, and then you need a new VTX, or you gotta somehow solder that, and those are very difficult. So just prevent that by putting a little zip tie. Another thing I did real quick is these antenna tubes. I got shrink tubing, I'm sorry. You can buy a whole set of these. I got this on Amazon, a bunch of different sizes. Slid it through the antenna, got some hot glue, put the hot glue, I placed a little bit of hot glue right there, and then wait about a second, and then place the tube that's over the antenna on top. And you can actually, if you wait about 2 seconds, 3 seconds, kind of push it down a little bit. and it kind of molds in. And there you go. Thank you.